Welcome back to the 7 Essential Herbs, and today we're going to talk about rosemary and its superpowers. It's got 5 superpowers. Number 1, it's a really strong antioxidant. I would say 90% of its superpower is antioxidant, and since we live in such a toxic world today, we need every antioxidant we can get. Secondly, it's going to be neurological disorders, strokes, traumatic brain injuries, neuropathies in your feet, multiple sclerosis, anything that has to do with nerves. This is going to help repair your nerves and give your body the tools it needs to get those myelin sheaths doing what they're supposed to be doing. It's going to lower your blood pressure and increase your blood circulation. So you can think athletic performance, sexual function for men and women, congestive heart failure, COPD. And if you've got really bad menses, like thick, dark, painful, clotty menses, it's going to help with that, but too much is not a good thing. So we have to have a balance there. It's really high as an antibacterial. It's going to increase your immune system function. It's going to help with digestion. And lastly, it will help decrease your LDL cholesterol. So how much of this do you take? Well, depends on what kind you use. So here's dried herbs. Some sources say 1/20 of a teaspoon. Some say up to 4 grams. This is 4 grams of the dried amount. And you can see a teaspoon isn't very much. So I really don't know. There's not the evidence, but I wouldn't take more than 4 grams. And I have it here in the fresh form. So again, it's about the same amount as the dried form, surprisingly, and it doesn't take much to have a whole teaspoon. And finally, you can take it in an essential oil. It's very, very strong. I would not put this directly on your skin. What I do with mine is I put it in here with some either olive oil or sesame seed oil, and I spray it on the bottom of my feet. The skin on your bottom of your feet isn't as sensitive as the rest of your body, and it's not going to have as much of an effect as far as a rash or irritation or anything on the bottom of your feet. Interestingly, there's studies that show once you put spearmint essential oil on the bottom of your foot, 1 drop, it is in your blood system within 20 seconds. So it's really a true story. If it's on your skin, it's in your body. So I would administer it at the bottom of my feet. Never, ever, ever take it orally in an essential oil. It's just too strong. You can't do it. You can take the stem after you remove the leaves and just break it up in a few pieces, and then you can put it in a tea that you might make, or a medicinal tea, or drop it into a soup or something like that. And if you're on any sort of blood thinners, it is contraindicated. You can take it while you're pregnant or nursing, but you want it in small amounts because it can cause uterine spasms. And if you're taking lithium as a medication, it will interfere with the absorption of lithium, so I would not take it if I was taking lithium. And finally would be water pills, which are a diuretic, so it would interfere with the absorption as that. Other contraindications are that while it's helpful for your digestive issues, it's not going to work well if you have an ulcer, ulcerative colitis, or Crohn's disease. Also, taking too much can induce vomiting and spasms and interfere with your kidney processes, so don't get too overenthusiastic.